We have a couple pretty big climbs today. Right now we're right in the middle of one, up to Big Butt. That's the name of the peak. Everyone in the Gut Hooks app is writing pretty funny reviews because it's Big Butt. So they're saying things obviously like, I like Big Butt and I cannot lie, and obviously all those jokes. But anyway, yeah, I woke up. Romer gave me a package of some like Starbucks coffee for my birthday. First grader came over and was like, I'm not gonna be able to make it to your party at the Gap. Yeah, I guess we're pushing miles. The only one I know that's coming is Pitt. Right now we're in a really cool area though. It's like flattened off a bit. I mean, we're still on an incline, so I can't call it completely flat, but surrounded by this field, which is awesome. Nice switch up from just all the uphills and rocks. It's really calm. We're gonna be heading to a hostel about 7 miles from where I am right now, and we're just gonna get some food there for lunch. So that's what I'm looking forward to most right now, besides getting up to Big Butt. Can't wait to get rid of that hill because we have some big ones at the end before we get to where the birthday celebration is gonna be. And we made it to Big Butt. All right, we have half a mile more to go. We're going up and over the staircase. Never seen anything like it. Up and down. And half a mile more to go, and we'll hit another road. That's where the hostel will be. I'm taking a video, Logan. We're at the Laurel Hostel. Time to get food.
Hey. That's not to be remembered by. She said, yeah, I haven't.
I can hear a road right now, which means I'm finally near the spot where we're going to be doing the trail magic and birthday celebration. So I'm really excited for that. I don't even know how long I've been climbing up that hill for. It's been several hours. So finally on the downhill, and really looking forward to seeing all my friends. I see some cars over there and I see Pitt walking over there, so that must be where everyone is. Oh, okay. Unexpectedly last night, Stormtrooper and I ended up at the Nature's Inn hostel, and I could have chose to either tent like I was going to, which is what Pitt did, or I could go to the hostel with her. So I went to the hostel because it's right nearby. So I'm currently there. I'm in their resupply room right now. Lots of stuff in here, drinks and everything. I got here yesterday and I came out of the truck with all my birthday balloons, big 2, 8 in the emoticon face. They're connected to my backpack, and I heard a bunch of laughter and I was like, oh great, people see me. And then I go in and it was Q, and I just met Halo last night, and Stormtrooper, and who else, walking home. They were all singing happy birthday to me when I walked in. So that was awesome. It just like a full day celebration. I was talking with them for like hours. It was a great group of people last night. This is the outside of the area I was just in. So right here's where all the kitchen stuff is. And this building right here is where the bathrooms are. These are the cabins. The first one is where I'm staying in with Stormtrooper. Cabins. All right, walked up the steps to the bathroom area. Got a cool little outhouse door. You got the sinks and whatnot. The showers are all tiled. This guy's made all this himself too, so that's impressive. So tiled floors, nice warm shower that never runs out of hot water. And this is the porch to the cabin Stormtrooper and I were staying at. All the sound gets pretty drowned out from this creek. Really loud creek. And then this is the stuff that he's still working on. So they're going to be putting apparently like insulation and whatnot in here. But you got a bigger bed and a smaller bed at the top. This is pretty high up, and I was sleeping up there last night and I didn't realize until I was sleeping. Like, it's pretty scary, the idea that there was no railing. But yeah, I'm sure he'll work on a railing too. We just shuttled into Asheville and checked into the Hilton. They don't have the room available yet, so we're in downtown right now. Got shuttled by the Hilton here, and we're going to Outfitters. And we're gonna hit up one of Romer's favorite breweries, the Wicked Weed.
gonna go to bed, and I was like,
kids ruined the trail. Don't make me take my belt off.
And now we are at Asheville Brewing Company. So from one brewery to the next, and hopefully getting food soon. I got some alcoholic ginger beer, and since Moscow Mules are one of my favorite cocktails, this is awesome. Tastes great. Yeah, second brew that we're at. Woo. And the third brew of the day, New Belgium. This is the inside of the brewery, and we're gonna head out and eat some food.
Dude, I am so old school, I still like sitting in chairs talking to my friends.
And we're at our fourth brewery of the day, Catawba. Romer's beer. A little bit more of the brewery.
Cosmic Brownie? I'm sorry, I'm wrecking your vlog.
It keeps it real. Cosmic Brownies are in here. Right now we're at Uncle Johnny's in Irwin. So we drove a little bit ahead of where we're currently at Sam's Gap, because we went to get off at Sam's Gap and then it was snowing and raining in sheets. So we decided that we're gonna just zero again, and we'll be at the Nature's Inn Hostel. So it's gonna be Pitt, Logan, Romer, and I. There's a lot going on in the background right now, so we're gonna be zeroing there and just chilling out. And Logan had to pick up a package here, so we drove to Irwin to get that, and then we're driving back. Yeah, when we came here, we saw a bunch of people we know. We saw Doc, Timber, Caboose, said hi to all of them, so they're here. So that means they're not too far ahead. And back to the Nature's Inn Hostel for our zero day, our second zero day.
The door. Yeah. I'm here to hear. Would have been better if you were looking at me.
Coco, not impressed. And we're done with our second stay at Nature's Inn Hostel after an unexpected double zero. And we're off into the cold.
Hopefully not the worst hostel on the trail.
Good hostel.
Yeah, where we had the birthday celebration the other day in the parking lot, and starting the trail now. I'm about 2 miles in to the journey to Big Bald. The past few days have just been super steep ups and downs. We're used to more like just like a mile or two long hills, not 6.6 mile long hills. Today it's also pretty cold out, so the ground's frozen. And there's Big Bald, that's where we're hiking to. About a mile and a half away. Almost at the top. And we made it to the top of Bald Mountain. Logan's right behind, probably taking portrait mode photos over there. And there's still frost on a lot of the trees. All right, I got some Sour Patch watermelon, which has become like my staple. And I'm gonna eat a few bars. Pitt, what are you eating?
We've got a wrap with some Colby Jack cheese and some salami.
Have you had it before?
Yes.
And you like it?
Love it.
Love it.
In it. Tyler Children,
All the
man.
ice is melting and falling down right now. It was pretty muddy when we were coming down Big Bald, and we were slipping a lot. Logan actually slipped and fell on his butt, so his butt is covered in mud now. And and then I did a big slip too. I caught myself twice, walked backwards but was going forward, so Romer said it looked like I was doing the moonwalk. So yeah, it's taken a bit of time to walk down today. And we have a lot of miles of downhill today, so these past few days have been pretty rough. And we're going to the shelter. I think it's the Bald Mountain Shelter. Take a quick break for the day, which I'm really happy about because we've been sliding the whole way down the hill. Well, me especially. Really, really sliding.
I should have, but I didn't have my phone. I wasn't walking back down there, but that was the last privy.
Was that a nice shelter? All these little paths off of it, and you can hike down. Oh man, our dog too. I got those.
Just made it back to Irwin. Uncle Johnny's is up next, and I came across this interesting tree. I've been hiking with these two guys and their dog since I went to No Business Shelter, which is where we were supposed to end up last night, but we didn't. So yeah, heading to Uncle Johnny's now, and I'm not sure if any of the rest of the gang will be here yet. So the crew was at Uncle Johnny's. We're now also with Peach, and we're going to do a spontaneous trip into Irwin, get to check out the town, and stop at a Mexican restaurant. But the plan is we go to a Mexican restaurant and we hike still. So that was the main thing. But yeah, we're still hiking tonight after the restaurant. All right, we just ate at the Mexican restaurant, which is a little different than what we expected. And we're back heading for the trail. We made it to the shelter about 4.4 or so past Uncle Johnny's. So we did do that after the Mexican restaurant. That was a success. Killed 2 birds with 1 stone. Right now I'm still hiking with Pitt, Logan, and Romer. Romer had a really bad day yesterday with his knee though. I mean, all of our knees are doing pretty bad, but Romer is getting to the point where he's having a lot of trouble hiking. So we'll see what happens today. He mentioned before leaving camp that we might have to split today, but we'll see though. I feel like it's like we'll probably split tonight if it happens, but tomorrow we'll all meet back up. I have the biggest goal in mind of everyone today, which is to go 19.9 to the hostel that's right around there. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that or just go to the tent site before that. I just want to do some laundry because it's been a few days and we'll have a couple more until we get to Roan Mountain, Tennessee. I'm coming down the hill into the first gap, and I see some chairs and the back of a truck. Might be a false alarm, but it looks like trail magic.
Pretty good. As long as I keep moving, now when I stand up here, I'll...
This is a really cool part of the path. Got a little bit rocky, and then all of a sudden the trees got smaller, and following this stone path right now, almost at the top of what I believe is Hinaka Mountain. And now we're walking through a very mossy, pine needle-y path. Like, you don't even really see the path too well. This is reminding me of what I'm used to when I climb peaks, which I've only come across a few peaks so far on the whole through hike that have been like this, where it gets more rocky, the trees get shorter. So this is pretty cool to see this again. There's a bunch of little baby trees growing in the slow section. Next to all these ones are really tall. Interesting how there's nothing really in between that. I mean, there's some over there that are like the size of Christmas trees. I've also never seen anything like this on the trail so far. Right here is 2 trees that were pulled out at the same time. Probably because all the roots are connected and all the ground around it went by. So yeah, that would have been scary to be around if that fell.
You're just halfway, or partially consistent. I was just looking at the numbers. I'm like, there's no reason.
I ended up stopping with the group yesterday at the shelter, and it was another low mile day for me. It's really still not that low. It's like average miles, but lower than I had been doing. I've just been feeling really like sleepy near the end of the hiking days recently. I don't know if it's because I'm taking more breaks with the group or what. I also prefer to do higher mile days. Like that's what makes me feel good. That's what I like doing, is high mile days, even if it's just like 16, which is, you know, just a little bit more than what we've been doing. But yeah, I did a couple days in a row already of lower miles. I keep leaving at the end of, or like after everyone now, so it's like I'm behind everyone. But then again, it's just because I want to put some space between us so we can solo hike a bit. It's good for my mental state, at least, to have some time on during each day where I'm alone, so I can mentally process everything, appreciate everything. But yeah, I would love to stay with this group because this group's awesome. Good mix of personalities. Logan provides a lot of the humor, and we make fun of him a lot, but it's just because he's just really funny. Pitt's like more the chill guy, and Romer's the really happy, positive, always laughing guy. So yeah, we have a good mix of personalities in this group, and no negativity or anything like that. So we'll see what happens. Out here, things change so quick, like the group you're with or what your goals are. I mean, my main thing is that I went from saying I'm not gonna really have a luxurious through hike. I'm gonna stay on trail. I'm gonna do all my 0 days, like intense. I'm not really gonna stay at hostels, to realizing like that I don't want to pass up like awesome experiences with groups while I'm hiking just because I made those rules for myself. The Appalachian Trail is meant for these little side trips. Like that's the trail is made to go town to town. It feels natural to stop off at these places, do little trips, see the towns. Even if I stay on trail all the time, I wouldn't feel like I was in true wilderness, because every day you at least hear a road. I just am trying to go with the flow for once in my life. I'm one of those people who just sticks to a plan and goes through. But this time I'm like, there's awesome people, awesome experiences to be had. Go with the flow is my new motto. I met up with a group a little bit ago, and we had a lunch break over by the Greasy Creek Gap. We're not heading to Greasy Creek, the hostel over there, because it just doesn't fit with our schedule right now. It's about 0.6 off the trail. But yeah, I've been feeling like really sick, and I feel like the sun's getting to me. As you can see, my face is red. I feel like that's what's getting to me. But I've been trying to wear my long sleeve shirt just for sun protection. But today's the first day I'm going with my tank top, just because I don't know, my whole body feels like all off right now. I mean, this is one of the warmest days of hiking we've had since starting the thru hike, so it might be tank top and t-shirt weather coming up. My hands and the little spot on my ankles have been pretty dark compared to the rest of my body, just because they're the only part getting sun. And I've been trying to wear gloves just also use it for sun protection, on top of obviously keeping my hands warm. But yeah, start evening out this weird suntan I got going on. So I don't know what did this, but a bunch of wood chips down there, and the trees like scraped away. We finally got out of all the bare trees that we've been seeing all day, and are in some of the green tropical looking plants, in an area of them, and we got a good view. You can see a bunch of like different paths down there. I'm not really sure what that is, but I've been seeing them every now and then. But yeah, it's good to be surrounded by green again. Oh man. Gladiator is gonna hang his bear bag.